Welcome back, you all. This is Drinks and Geeks coming to you from the spare room in my house. We are with special guest, once again, Art Avila, the third, get it right, and my co-host here, Adrian Avila.
Yep, what's up?
We you notice the shirts here.
Yeah.
And we're going to be talking about some cinema today.
Yeah.
And we are going to be discussing who are some of our favorite characters in cinema, not secondary. Adrian made that aware.
Yeah.
Main characters, our favorite main characters, greatest. What we think, obviously, opinions are subjective, but we're going to be going over who we like and what we've liked over the years, starting from when we were younger to now.
Yeah.
So whoever wants to start it off first,
Art,
I'll let you go.
I'll just start off obviously with Spider-Man.
Which one?
Spider-Man.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Spider-Man is definitely one of the most famous like Marvel superheroes.
Yes.
His story is awesome. You know, all the renditions of his stuff is crazy. It's just and it keeps going. You know, like when you think about how long Spider-Man's been around, since the 60s or whatever. Late 60s, right?
Yeah.
69.
I'll have to look it up.
I think it's 69 or 68.
Something like that. Yeah, the first issue of the comic book. Yeah.
But I think just when we grew up, our generation, like we've had the best versions of Spider-Man.
Honestly,
you know, movies, animation, like everything, all the comic books.
1994 animated series, Spectacular Spider-Man series, the Ultimate Spider-Man series. Those were like some of the best, like animated cartoon series.
Yeah.
But the 94 ones especially. Yeah, and then the movies that they speak with themselves.
Tobey Maguire.
Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy how you got to live through all of those.
Who is your favorite live-action Spider-Man? If you had to,
I know who mine is. I'll let you answer.
I know.
Mine's never changed.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
It's kind of a tough one, though.
Yeah.
It is.
It is tough.
Toby's like always like, because he's like
Toby's OG.
He's like you can't, you know.
Yeah.
But I do really like Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man, and like I just seen how he's gonna develop it even more. You know, like where he started.
Yeah.
And now, like, what it's gonna become, you know. I think it's been a cool, like, long development of this character, you know. So it's like,
because he's like the first teenager Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's finally they kind of got that right. He doesn't look so old. Like, I mean, Toby, you know, he could pass it in the first one. Maybe.
Again, movies back then, when you had high school people, they looked like they were 30 already. But to us, 40. That looked like a high school kid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So. But now, when you try and get someone who's a teenager, it's hard to not get someone who looks older. But now that they got someone who actually looks his age or looks that age, it helps. Plus, they can look younger longer.
Right.
Like Tom Holland looks pretty much the same from when he did Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like maybe a little different, but still the same, still young.
Yeah. He's just very enthusiastic Spider-Man. I think he's the most enthusiastic out of all the live action ones so far. Yeah, and plus he's young, so it's a double.
Yeah, that's true. Spider-Man's.
But and then obviously the games too, all the Spider-Man games that we've grew up with.
Yes.
Even as like from the first 64 one or PS1, whatever.
Yes.
That game was like that's definitely a classic. It was like, oh my god, this is awesome. And then all the newer games after that, like, oh man, they just keep getting better.
You play the PS5.
The second one,
PS5.
yeah.
I only have the first.
That one is definitely like the best. Like I thought the first PS4 one was like, I was like, oh, there's no way. But then they topped it with this second one, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I still play the 2018 one because that's the one I have on PS4. But man, the graphics, dude, it's just even the 2018. I'm like, it's so sharp. Once you get to the 2024, I'm like, it's unreal.
Yeah,
unreal how the graphics are. But
I will say, Spider-Man has to be either the most popular or one of the most popular. Like top 3, even top 2 superheroes.
Yes, agreed.
All time, hands down. Like he's anywhere. Kids' birthdays, Disney. You know, he's
everywhere.
Disney.
That's cool.
Disney.
All right, Adrian, you're next.
Mine is it's Batman. I mean,
Yeah.
well, I'm wearing a Ninja Turtle shirt. I would say it's Batman for me first. For my personal greatest superhero, but also one of the greatest characters in cinema too. Because on film, it's just he always delivers. You know what I mean? It's never like there's different stages of Batman where he was very quirky and corny and just kind of like cheesy. But the Batman we have now, like all the years that have passed since the comic books, it's evolved into this very dark character. I think he's one of the darkest superheroes, I think, in my opinion, that no one has ever come close to as far as being a human, has no powers. That's why
Since you asked Dart this question, who is your favorite Batman?
I'd say favorite Batman, if I had to choose all out of the live, because there's a lot more. In order, I would say Michael Keaton, because he was the first, and then after that, probably Ben Affleck, and then like best looking Batman is Ben Affleck.
Big Mac Ben? Oh, man.
And then I mean, like Christian Bale's no doubt was the best too, but his was more realistic. It wasn't so comic book accurate. I'd say Ben Affleck had the coolest aesthetic to the
I think Bale's, like, movie wise, just as a whole, man, that's tough to beat. Because Nolan's directing that.
He did he started the whole voice, what is it, he started doing basically that, just
Do I look like a cock?
I remember those spoofs you guys would show me on YouTube.
I'm sorry, I can't understand what you're saying.
I can't understand. Is it words? Is it what are you trying to say?
Enunciate.
Turned into a dog.
But current Batman's like Robert Pattinson, he was amazing. Did not expect him. He blew me out of the water because I was so scared that he wasn't going to have the right look. He wasn't going to be intimidating, but it was all his eyes, and I liked how he kept his voice. He just kept it like the whole way. He lies still, cheese and biscuits. Like he didn't have to do that much, and that's what I liked, because he didn't have to overtop himself like Bale did. Because that was Bale's thing, but Pattinson actually did it with his eyes and his voice, and I loved it. He was more intimidating, actually, I think, in that way.
Loved that movie. Loved his approach. Mm-hmm. Again, all good movies though. They're all good films.
The cartoons and animated series. Those are I think,
Batman animated series.
Because sometimes the movies, like sometimes they get like, or like Justice League Batman was not as
the Joss Whedon version. That one was terrible. I mean, the 4-hour Snyder cut was great,
but like even from Batman and Superman to the Justice League, like Batman in that and Batman vs Superman was way comic accurate. And just super dark, and just like that's how we like because of the cartoon, the 90s
just the
series,
aesthetic, everything. And then we've seen that trailer. Remember how many times we come home, we watch the dun 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 dun. There's 1% chance
you're gonna go to war.
I remember when we saw Justice League. Quick story. I had to say this. It was me, myself, Adrian, our other friend Javi.
Yeah.
We all went to go see it. Adrian bought us our tickets, and he was so excited. We went to Tinseltown to see
this. Was when I was a hardcore DC fan.
Yeah, this guy, it was life changing for him. So just to give you guys a perspective, right? So there's like a game room right in the theater, and he's playing with Javi, and they're talking about how cool the movie's gonna be. I was playing
like Terminator 2. I was like, dude, what do you guys think? Who's gonna have the coolest screen time? What do you think Batman's gonna do? How's he gonna?
Guy's super hyped. I get there. We get our concessions, go sit down, and we let the movie roll, right? We watch it. We walk out of the theater. This guy, you already know, we're like, he's moving his face. I think he was, were you wearing a jean jacket?
Yeah, that's right. I was wearing I think it was a leather jacket. I was wearing my leather jacket, I think.
Anytime you knew this guy was just uncomfortable or something, he'd always do this to his face. He'd always touch it. He'd always be adjusting himself. The whole movie, he's doing like this. He's doing it the whole movie.
Yeah.
We walked out of there, dude. We had a discussion for 3 hours in the parking lot. It was already like 12 o'clock. It was midnight
Left at
already
3.
when we left. And we left like in the AM because he just couldn't get over what he saw. He was so
Yes.
disappointed. I've never seen someone so down after a movie. His expectations were so high, and that movie just made him like forget life. This dude was off the grid.
Yeah, I really
It
did.
was really bad. I thought he was faking it, like being dumb, but
No.
nah, it affected him, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
That opening scene with his mouth, I was like, I kept looking, has the projector messed up? I kept looking back.
Is it the
and I said,
theater's fault?
it'll probably adjust. I
Never
kept
did.
thinking it was the projector. I was like, did they fix his mouth? The whole movie.
I remember that.
I was
Like, everyone talked
Couldn't
about
even
that
get past
for
that.
weeks.
Yeah.
For weeks.
Yeah.
And again, he wasn't the only one. There's those other hardcore, fans, and
Yeah.
they just had so much shit to say. It was bad. I honestly, because I'm not
Yeah.
as much of a fan as he was or you were.
Yeah.
But to me, it wasn't like the worst thing I've seen.
Oh, yeah.
But it wasn't the best.
Yeah.
Especially for what like the hype of it was.
Yeah.
But it was just so funny to see him
Yeah.
so down. Not
Fell off-
that I wanted to see him like that, but
Fell off the grid, basically. Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
I'll never forget.
And I had that redemption though with the Snyder cut, at least.
Yeah.
Because there was that whole transition that something happened in his family, and yeah, that's why I was like going crazy after the first. I was like, that can't be a real movie, right? Like that's a spoof, right?
Can't be real.
That can't be real, and I was so angry. But
Denial.
yeah. Anyway, yeah, that was my crazy I call it the JL story. That's why I fell off the wagon for DC ever since then. Everything after that has
They
been
haven't
kind of
really-
like
they still haven't really, like,
mediocre,
recovered.
just too cheesy. I think personally, it's not even the Flash movie wasn't that great.
I haven't even
seeing-
watched it.
Even with Michael
Or
Keaton,
seen it.
it was cool seeing Michael Keaton, but the movie itself, I was like, nah. It's
The cartoons are better, like the
Yeah.
the DC animated movies that come
Yes.
out every now and then.
The Batman
Those are, like,
animated series,
those are
Justice
way
League
better.
series, way more, 100% better. Yeah, the writing is just more,
Yeah,
dialogue.
DC's
everything.
definitely fell off.
Yeah.
I wish they started just to do standalone movies. That's
Yeah.
what, like I always wished for. I think their standalones were really great.
Yeah.
And I think it would have been cool if they just did that
Yeah.
instead of trying to compete with Marvel and make their own series and make everything come together.
Yeah.
It's like just give us some badass standalones.
Yes.
Like that's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Obviously,
That
you
would
know.
have, that would have made more sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is some of your
There.
Dang.
Who's your
greatest characters?
Oh my
and stuff,
gosh.
if you can think,
Uh,
top of
Don't
your
say
head.
LeBron.
Right. I think. Well,
Space Jam.
now that you say, like, I don't know if he's a character in a movie, but Space Jam was always a big thing growing up.
Yeah.
Seeing Michael Jordan in that movie
Yeah.
was so awesome, and then me becoming a LeBron fan. Oh my gosh! Like the second one wasn't
Oh, yeah.
the best.
No.
I can admit that, but just
Yeah.
seeing like another Space Jam with
Yes, yeah.
my idol growing up, that was
Yeah.
just a treat in itself.
That is pretty cool.
I think when it comes to characters, one of mine isn't so much a person, but it's a monster. It had to be Godzilla.
Oh, okay.
Growing up watching Godzilla on the screen, my favorite one was the 98, 99.
Got a big
that
one, baby.
Like,
We're always quoting them.
so inaccurate, right? Just Godzilla himself, but just the movie to me was like just destruction. Just seeing that, like I just wanted buildings to collapse
Yes,
and
yeah.
the helicopter chase in there.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I just loved that, and then just growing up being like more into Godzilla, and then meeting Javi, that guy's just on another level with Godzilla. It
Yeah,
makes you
yeah.
like love it more.
Yes,
I think
yeah, for
Godzilla's
sure.
been a cool character to follow from growing up to seeing the Japanese
For
films,
sure,
to
yeah.
seeing like the American ones here, like the Godzilla vs Kong, Godzilla times Kong.
Yes.
I just love monster movies. Monster movies are so
That is
cool.
a character that actually has evolved with us. I think we've
Yep.
grown to like him more and more each time.
Yeah.
From like the Godzilla 98 to like
Yeah.
the Godzilla -1.
Yeah.
And man, there's so many different versions, but Godzilla just keeps every time they.
And he's been around forever too. Like his,
almost 75 years, or almost
since like what, the
75 or 80
50s?
years,
The 50s, right?
something like
The
that.
first one came out in 58.
Yeah, I'll post the
I don't know.
thing,
How do you
but-
know?
It's either has to be like 54 or like
Something,
50
yes,
something
yeah,
I
it's
think
something like that in the
54.
50s, yes.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
just saying
55.
that-
Yeah.
right.
I mean, even
56.
King Kong,
52.
because they're both like one of the two greatest titans together. You know, King Kong and Godzilla, and now we've seen them together in the screen twice. To even say that they've done two monster movies together, like
Both
that's
been in the same thing.
That's
yeah.
an awesome thing to say. Like we've got to experience that because, like, who
Yeah.
knows? You know what I
It's
mean?
the
Like,
equivalent of like seeing the Avengers.
if we're
Like,
gonna
when we
get
saw
that-
Avengers,
yeah.
the monster.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think those movies will always be timeless. Monster movies will always, like, from here on out, will always be just a big thing. I think it's the next universe that's kind of making its way. Not so much the superheroes.
Yeah, and
That's what I like.
To speak of that, I mean, both of you named superheroes,
Mm-hmm.
and I know we're talking about our favorites, but like, it's so crazy how. Not that they have fallen off, but I feel like I don't. For me
Yes.
personally, I just don't have time for it anymore. I'm just not about
retired.
it. Like on my Instagram bio, I said retired from Marvel because I didn't know what else to put. But I'm just like, dude, when's the last time an actually good Marvel movie came out with your favorite? Because
No Way Home.
a lot of our favorite characters are Marvel characters.
Yeah.
You know, Spider-Man, Captain America, Black Panther.
Yeah.
Like
Iron Man.
It's like Iron Man. Yeah, it's like
Yes.
when's the last time we saw an actually good Marvel movie?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
I can
that's,
remember, but it not within the past 5 years since Endgame for me.
Yeah, 2019.
But the last
Endgame
good
was-
good
yeah.
one, I would still give it to No Way Home because that was
Oh, yeah, that one-
nostalgic. Like,
Yeah.
wow, seeing old Spider-Mans come together, that was awesome.
That was
Yeah.
cool.
But yeah, even before then, I would have to be Endgame
Because like I never watched even the
Everything.
shows.
Yeah,
didn't watch
shows.
that.
they were
shit.
okay. Yeah, I didn't.
I didn't have. I was
yeah.
like, nah,
Yeah.
you're not getting my money. You're not getting my money.
Yeah, some of the shows, yeah, I kind of gave up halfway through. But
Did you see the Miss Marvels one? Is it called
Yeah,
Miss Marvels?
Miss
I have
Marvel.
not.
Oh, it's just called Miss. Wait,
Or
no,
Marvel.
the Marvels.
The Marvels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Was it good?
not really.
No, not
No?
really. It was just like it's just like any of the other movies, you know, that have just recently come out. You're just like,
Yeah.
well, whatever, you know, like it was like okay, whatever. But it wasn't like you come out like when you came out of Endgame,
Yeah.
crying and just like, dude, I gotta see it 100 times. You know?
What about Black Widow? Did you guys like that one?
I saw it. I only saw it once, but it was
only saw it once,
I
too.
just recently watched it again on Disney Plus. Just I was like, because I remember seeing it the first time, I was like, maybe I missed something. But then the second time I get it,
You're
it's
like,
like,
yeah,
didn't
it
miss anything.
wasn't that.
it's just it's not the same anymore.
They're trying
man.
too hard. They're trying to, like, I don't know what they're trying to do, but it doesn't even feel like the first phase of Marvel.
It's just that I think it's just the hype is all gone now.
It's
you
gone,
know, like
yeah,
because we got so spoiled with
Yes.
everything
We
leading up
always
to
say-
Avengers. you know.
We got spoiled, which was a great thing.
Good
but then
decade, but
It just fell off super quick.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, obviously,
true.
like there's still fans and stuff, but when it comes to like the movie side, nothing
Yes.
really good
Yeah.
has come out since. Maybe the exceptions, like you said, like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And then later this month, Deadpool. Like, I'm sure that's gonna do really well. People are gonna
Yeah.
Right.
because of Deadpool, and then bringing
Yeah.
back Wolverine. Like that's
Yeah.
Oh,
there's so many fans there.
yeah. Well, Wolverine obviously is one of the greatest characters. I would say another follow-up superhero greatest character, but he's like a icon character even in cinema. Again, he's so popular. Yeah, he's a superhero, but again, we're gonna see him in Wolverine versus Deadpool, which, I mean, that's the real reason why we're going to
Yeah.
see it. Obviously, it's gonna see Hugh Jackman.
Because, like, say there was a Deadpool 3 that came out, a third Deadpool, but
be cool.
but Wolverine wouldn't be in it.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be the same.
I kept thinking,
Still cool,
Yeah.
but I don't think it would be as hyped as it is right now because of Wolverine.
I even kept thinking, how are they gonna top the second one? Because Josh Brolin was great as Cable.
Oh,
the
yeah.
second one was sick, dude.
And I was like, there's
And
no
bringing
way.
in Juggernaut,
Oh, yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Like what? That was so cool.
Yeah.
Big ass dude.
Oh, I know one of
Big
your
cheeks.
greatest characters in cinema. I already know it. That's been since the early 60s. Yeah, 60s, which is 007.
Oh.
And that character,
Bomb.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, he
Iconic
is. It's a legacy. So,
Yeah.
like, everybody that has played that character gets to say that I got to play James Bond. Like that's
Yeah.
so cool, you know?
Yeah, that's one of those characters where like I don't mind it, just keep going.
Yeah.
As long as they, every
Yeah.
like 3-4 movies or whatever it is, they switch to someone else. Like that's a character that can just keep going.
The soundtrack.
And going. And they always have good soundtracks. Dude.
Yeah.
And then even the music, like when they got, who did they get this? Billie Eilish was in what? Was
Oh,
it No
yeah.
Time to Die?
The last one, right?
Skyfall was Adele.
Oh yeah.
And then No Time to Die, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Billie Eilish?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Billie
Yeah.
Eilish, right?
Yeah, that was great. I love those opening. Those are my favorite parts of the 007. The opening with the music. It's like it's always on cue. Everything.
Yeah.
It's not like the hook grabber, basically.
I definitely
Just gets
felt
you, yeah.
No Time to Die was a longer movie. I felt like
It
the
did,
length
yeah.
of
I
it.
still need to watch it again. I've just never seen it from the theater. I need to watch it again.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
that
it's
once.
great, man. It's good, but I hate the ending. I don't like that.
I feel like that's the best way to end
yeah,
these
I
end
think
these
it's a good
these
heroic
characters
way.
is to
Yeah.
just
I
make
just
them
did-
die
I just like
heroically.
seeing them die because it's like that was the first James Bond movie where they actually killed him off.
Yeah.
Not killed him off, but like he sacrificed himself to be the hero or whatever. But like they've never done that in the past because it's James Bond is like they always leave it with him living because he's the guy that
He's
he's the ultimate spy that always
him.
survives everything.
Yeah.
No matter what's thrown at him. So I was
Yeah.
like, I got real sad seeing that. I was like, I'm not.
was sad seeing it, but because like I said, you can just put the next person up.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just like,
Big shoes to fill, though. Daniel Craig was amazing. Even before then was Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
and he was great too in the
Yeah.
2000s. He was the one I grew up with. That was the James Bond I grew up with. But the 90s and 2000s. But Daniel Craig, man, he did 5 films. Like that's amazing. Like I think
Yeah.
he's right up there because Sean Connery did like 7 or 8. But I think, the level though, Daniel Craig's level because of the physical
Elevated,
and the
for
stunts
sure,
that he's done.
for
He's
sure.
actually like broke his collarbone, broke his ankle or in one of them. So
They're all good movies. Man.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they do. I feel like it's hard to mess up, but you just got to get them right. Whatever it is, you just got to get them right. Once you do that, hey, I'm in.
Oh, another character. There should be a captain in there somewhere. Come on, he's one of the. He's one of the. That's one of the other greatest characters in cinema, right?
Yeah.
Seeing that guy on screen the first time, man,
Jack Sparrow,
totally
Johnny
just
Depp, yeah.
Johnny Depp as a pirate, like.
Yeah.
That did not. I never thought of that at all because of all the movies he's done previous. Tim Burton and.
Is it true that they're coming out with like?
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know, like sequels?
Like a reboot. I think it's a
reboot of it?
reboot.
Like its own-
That's what I heard. It's a reboot with Austin Butler and Margot Robbie.
Austin Butler.
They're rebooting it, or
That's what I heard. It's gonna be like a new Pirates.
They're bringing
movie.
up another more pirate. I don't know if it's like
a spin-off or like
Might be like it could be
like
that.
the same
spin-off.
universe but like different
same universe,
characters.
different characters.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what it's gonna be.
Well,
I
wouldn't
hope
mind
so.
that.
Yeah, because I don't want to see someone replace them.
Yeah,
you know, like-
not at all.
yeah.
Not at all.
That
yeah.
that run. Come on.
Throwing it back at you, character that at least that I see when I talk to you is Tom Cruise in a MI.
Yeah, he's a great one. Yeah.
This guy's still running.
I think his character actually got more popular now since probably the 4th one.
Yeah.
But the first 3, they were like it was its own thing. But I think ever since Ghost Protocol, I think that's when he kind of started. It's a great character.
It took that franchise to that next level.
Yes, yeah. It's like almost on that Bond level, but I know Tom Cruise is getting old. At some point, he's gonna have to call it quits. You know,
He's
with
probably gonna
stunts.
die in the last.
Oh yeah,
last
see,
MI.
yeah.
Same way.
They're gonna, they're gonna give him a
He's gonna get stabbed in the tree like Logan. I just,
But he's dead. He can't take that. He's dead.
Okay, let's go.
My favorite MI is MI6 though.
Yes,
MI6, dude. That
one-
when you brought in
my
Cavill, dude,
That was
just
cool.
the
Saw it 7
bathroom scene or the Halo jump. I was like, that's sick.
I know.
Yeah.
That was an amazing one. Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah.
One
There
of
you
the
go.
big ones.
Yeah.
You guys should dress up as Indiana Jones. Dude.
Well, you've done. He's done
You've
it
done it?
before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done a couple
When'd you do it?
cosplays.
Like recently?
Like 5
Maybe 4
Halloweens
years
ago.
Well, he
Well,
does.
4 years ago.
He does like
He
8
does,
costumes
yeah.
a year. So
I'll throw it up.
I like how he just threw in a picture of him in a suit. He just threw that in there. Not even anyone, just threw it. There's a character I like, but it's in TV, right?
Oh,
and
okay.
it's Thomas Shelby. It's Cillian Murphy.
Oh,
Peaky Blinders.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you guys have ever
I
seen
still haven't
that.
seen it, man. I need to watch it.
If there's a show that you guys would watch and like, that one, dude. His character in there is like badass.
Nice.
He's so badass. And then watching him in there, and then seeing him being the lead in Oppenheimer, I was like psyched. I was like, fuck, like, and it was everything I expected when I saw Oppenheimer. Just the look, his blue eyes.
That's more like it.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's great.
But the Batman.
Oh, because he's in that too.
Yeah.
That's right. Forget Scarecrow.
Yeah, Cillian.
And then he's coming on the 28 years later now. Did you see that?
The zombie one, the sequel.
I want to. Yeah, that one. I can't wait to see it.
Aside from superheroes, like what characters are cool?
I know, right?
One of them is that I can think of just off the top of my head is Javier Bardem in
was it?
Oh my God! Was it No Country for Old Men? Like that was scary to see.
Yeah,
that
was like I was terrified of that man. He's a big dude too.
Actually,
and then his face in there, like I'm like, what is this?
And the rest. From Skyfall, right? He's in Skyfall.
Yeah.
He's talking about the rats chewing or
Javier Bardem's in.
Yes, remember he's blonde hair and he has the face in Skyfall.
Oh, I thought you said Sky High. It's like Sky High.
That's another one.
No.
Iconic movie.
Oh, that's right. Now I remember.
That scared the shit. I mean,
and then obviously you can go with like more slasher type movies like Michael Myers. I mean, that's
even like hero ones that are not DC and Marvel, like Hellboy is an iconic character, but just still not done right. At least only the first two Hellboy movies by Guillermo del Toro, not
Toro.
What's his name?
But yeah,
let's go.
We went to go see Hellboy, the last one that came out.
Oh yeah.
Me, Adrian.
Oh yeah, it was
Javi.
Everybody
we all went, and
it was
horrible. We walked out. We were like, man, that sucks.
It's the stupidest shit ever.
I feel like he did David Harbour. Right?
Did.
We liked him.
Yeah, but
everything else, I was like, why is there a woman that looked like a zombie just showing her boobs?
There was
walking.
I
I
was.
that's right.
Like he was
like.
I get that world's like that, but it was just.
It was
to me. It was just like.
It just it lost the.
I lost interest in it. I think we all did.
Yeah.
We were just
and then that new is that even real? That new trailer that came out.
It is. No, it is real, but
because it looked like a fan made thing.
Javi sent that to us, and I was like, I was watching, I was like, because he even said, "Is this real or fan made?" And I was like,
"No, I think it is real.
It's fan made, but if it's real, oh man,
it looks even worse than the last one."
Yeah. So, characters like that are not like part of the DC or Marvel universe.
She took his picture.
Hellboy, like Spawn. Those guys are. Oh, and then
good
like
cheese.
Well, he's Marvel, isn't he? Spawn?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, let me just Spawn.
Is Spawn Marvel or DC?
I mean, yeah, that's like one of the characters.
I've been waiting for that reboot, man.
Yeah.
I want to see what they did.
Let's see. Is Spawn a Marvel character? No, Spawn is not a Marvel character. Spawn is an anti-hero who first appeared in Spawn #1.
It's not
published by
its own
Image
thing.
Comics. Yeah, it's its
I don't know why I thought
that's why like characters like this, like Ninja Turtles, it's another thing where it's its own thing. It's not DC, it's not Marvel, it's its own thing. I think Ninja Turtles is one of the greatest characters also too, because again, it's like totally original. It's turtles, and we grew up watching the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I never watched the 80s cartoon, but I did watch the 2003 animated series. Played the PS2 game. We were always obsessed about that one. And then all the movies that have, I mean, the Michael Bay ones were pretty good. They were actually cool. They were like, I liked them. It was actually not that bad. Like, I actually liked what he was going no.
They're okay. I mean, like the first one was good, but the second one, like the action was cool, but I feel like the story about like Shredder and like I feel like they kind of ruined it.
They started going a little bit to the cartoons.
Did you see the animated one?
The Mutant Mayhem.
Oh yeah, I loved that one.
Dude, you haven't seen it?
You would like the music, dude. Okay, let's go.
We can just go on forever, honestly. I think we covered our main ones, but it's just like
And one of the greatest characters in cinema too, we forgot, is Darth Vader. He's like the slasher sci-fi guy because he's the most intimidating Vader, like greatest Jedi and one of the greatest characters. His voice,
Vader.
Come on, you can't deny that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Just the voice is already an iconic
Just
voice.
on screen voice, like he's.
I am your stepfather.
Stepfather. Wow.
I'm just kidding.
It's a different Darth Vader. This guy's like.
I am your aunt.
Some parody movie.
Darth Vader, yeah, come on. I mean, that's like one of the whole Obi-Wan series. Seeing Christian Hayden again as Darth Vader.
Star Wars, yeah. I mean, all Star Wars, those characters. There's a whole other.
Now that you got me
cinema
thinking,
thing.
I'm just thinking of like franchises that have like.
Yes, yeah.
Han Solo,
I mean,
Luke
Mandalorian.
Skywalker,
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Oh,
see,
Harry
Harry
Potter.
Potter.
You
That's
know,
its own
he's
thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn it!
Get loud.
You just thought of the other one. Yeah, like
keep it rolling.
Gandalf.
Yeah.
Legolas, dude, that's my guy.
Oh
right
man.
there.
Yeah,
Some arrows, blue eyes.
Yep. It's there.
Eragon, no.
We were always quoting that all the time. Yeah, like I would say, like Gandalf is like when I think of Lord of the Rings, I think of Gandalf.
I just said John Wick. I was like, dude.
Oh,
John
man.
Wick. Yeah, see, there you go. It's all me.
Keanu Reeves in there, dude.
Yeah.
Just keep going. Just give him like.
popsicle.
Wait, is he going another one? Yeah, right. Because
Supposedly,
there were 4.
Yeah.
Dude, John Wick 4 was.
Dude, I wish
I still need to watch it again too.
Dude, I was like, where the F is Aaron right now? I need him in the theater because of those shots. And I was like, this is like Aaron's like eye candy, like because of the gun shooting, the way it like, because of
I think if I ever got to direct a movie, I would
I feel
direct
like-
an action movie with like, dude, just blows, guns, like, man, that would be ideal for me to do. That'd be cool. Just walls breaking down, grenades going off. I just want chaos. I just like chaos. I think it's like, that's why I like monster movies so much, because there's so much, like, dude,
Destruction,
steps, and then he creates an earthquake. You know? I just love shit like that.
Right.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Movie characters.
Cool, yeah.
Well, another one for me would be Black Panther. Even though we've kind of went over Marvel, Black Panther was always like, you know, since Chadwick Boseman passed away, you know, he was him.
It was a great character.
But man, just in the movies, like when we saw him in Civil War, like that first time, I was like,
that was awesome.
Yeah, H&M, dude. I was like, dude, I need to get those clothes, right? Yeah. Like if he was still alive, if he kept going, man, he would have. He would have been in the better Marvel.
It would have been cool to like see where he went after.
I just thought of the other character, Rocky. One of the greatest characters in like the drama world. Rocky's franchise, and now going into Creed. That's one of the biggest athletic icons. I think one of the inspirations. Every time you watch, you're like, God, I need to work out. What am I doing? I'm lazy.
Just look at yourself and you're like, damn.
Rocky, for sure.
Ivan Drago.
Stallone, I heard that he is.
I mean, just his characters too. Like he's got some pretty Judge Dredd. Oh man,
because you said slasher, so that's another one. Iconic robot. I mean, you know, just he doesn't say much, but
maybe 5 words. But
Predator. That's another one.
Yep, there you go. That's another standalone. Yeah. I know there's so many. There's endless ones
Twilight,
too.
Come on.
Twilight.
Robert Pattinson, iconic. Bella. Dude, that first one is such a hard watch.
It is pretty bad.
You watch it again? Oh my god! Like I get what is it, secondhand embarrassment with that, and I've already seen it, and I'm just like, what is going? Like, what were they thinking? It got better after that, but that first one, it's just
so
like
cringy.
It makes me cringe so much. I want to watch it more. It's one of those movies,
right?
I'm just like, this is so bad, but keep going. but keep going. But keep going.
Keep it rolling.
Yep.
True.
Cat in the Hat, dude.
I mean, there's other ones, like cartoon characters, but
Miles Morales.
I want to just say, like, I mean, I don't know, like ones that really stand out a lot.
Yeah. I think we pretty much covered like our
The
favorite.
basis of some of the greatest characters, but yeah.
But yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
again, one of these we can just go on forever about it, I think because the more we talk, the more like our memories kick on, like some of the character and stuff.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. For me personally, I'm just retired from superhero movies in general. I'm taking a little break. I feel like they should too. I always said Marvel should just take like a good 10-year break, do nothing.
Yep.
No shows, no movies.
Yeah.
Obviously, still keep like your theme parks and stuff. Do all that. Those fans are going away.
Yeah, exactly.
But give us a break.
Yes.
And then come back. Like
It's 'cause-
during that time, make the plan.
Yeah.
Make the plan like you did the first time.
Yes.
Obviously, it's still not going to be the same, but
Right.
you can make it better
Yes.
than what the shit that's come out that
Yep.
we've got. You know
Of
what I mean?
course, yeah. I know, and it's just it's just a trend. Like they're just making it to make them just because of money. It's
Star Wars is like an exception because they've had success with the shows like The Mandalorian.
Right,
You
and
know,
Obi-Wan.
Andor was really cool.
Obi-Wan
You said
and all that.
you saw Ahsoka. I haven't seen that one yet.
Ahsoka,
Was that one pretty cool?
It was. I liked it, but I know a lot of fans still didn't really like
Still
it.
kinda hated on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this newest one,
My dad's
Acolyte,
watching that one.
everyone
haven't seen
said
it
it's
yet.
horrible.
I haven't
Like
seen
it's the
it.
worst
No?
one yet.
Oh my
I have
god.
not seen it.
Because it was just like
I'm kinda waiting,
it's like
yeah.
not even like
It's not even
it's
real.
like people. Oh yeah, would you say that the writers they've never even
They've
seen
never
a Star
even
Wars
seen a
movie,
Star Wars movie,
and they're
yeah.
just trying to make it like in modern day times, but like it's like supposed to be 200 years before.
And it's like what?
Star Wars,
I don't think
Yeah.
I could. Yeah, I don't think I could watch that. Oh,
So it's just more
Has-
about like what's happening in the world now, but in Star Wars form. Yeah.
Yeah, I think just give us a break for those. Like imagine Harry Potter just started rolling out some other stuff. Dude,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
how much hate that would get?
Well, aren't
we
they
haven't
gonna
seen seen anything as of recent besides Fantastic Beasts did come out.
Oh, yeah.
Those were okay. Those
The
were cool.
prequels,
You know,
yeah,
but it had nothing
To do
like
with-
Harry Potter was in it. Those characters were in it. You didn't see Ron. You didn't
Yes.
see
Yeah,
Hermione,
yeah.
You know, it was its own like okay
Yeah.
before. So
true, yeah.
that's cool. All right, go ahead. But just
Yeah.
stop rolling
Yeah.
out shit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they need to just stop with the
Just
like
get
you
some
said, roll the
ingredients,
dice.
let them cook,
Yeah.
and then bring it out.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't just.
Or just like even like just like the standalone movies, just like maybe instead because everything is all connected to the MCU still.
Yeah.
But I think if they still did like some other like standalones and just really worked hard on those,
Yep.
it'd still
I
be
wouldn't
good.
mind that either.
I want to see like Ghost Rider in like his own movie again, like another.
yeah.
I like Nicolas Cage was awesome.
Nicolas Cage, yeah.
But but
Like
because
we got another one like
yeah,
that.
just now with like the
something else.
technologies now, it's
Oh,
like
that'd
I want
be
to see
cool,
it.
yeah.
I want to see it darker still, you know.
That'd be
Than,
interesting.
like Silver Surfer, those kind of characters.
yeah.
you know,
Yep.
See those again.
Be interesting. Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. Well,
Yes,
I guess
sir.
Yep.
guess that wraps up this another episode with Drinks and Geeks
Yep.
with our special guest once again for the second time.
Yeah.
Art Avila, the third. But we will catch you guys next time. And that is it from us.
Cool.
Take it easy.
See you guys.
Peace.
Bye.